And so here we are.
Yeah, we are.
And like it also was the Adventures of Captain and Jimmy. That started.
That was like
something different.
We
were.
We did a bunch of smaller videos. Actually, Ebony started completely separate from Captain and Jimmy.
And Jimmy wasn't even. Captain and Jimmy weren't even characters. Captain wasn't even a character in Ebony, the movie, until we started doing The Adventures of Captain and Jimmy.
Yeah. Which was random videos where one was we had to go find a sandwich.
Yeah, that was the first one we ever did.
And then
we had to go find a sandwich.
Mac Dog the Caveman.
No,
it's we were supposed to inform
before that was
informing ourselves now.
Before that was Jesus the Weatherman.
Jesus the Weatherman.
Jesus, that was
the first Captain and Jimmy video. The sandwich one didn't have anything to do with Captain and Jimmy.
Oh.
Captain and Jimmy came up in this ridiculous idea Logan had for this like black Jesus Weatherman, because we have this black friend that you'll probably see in some of our videos at some point.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
But he played this. Captain had to go look for the Jesus Weatherman, and Jimmy was his manslave, and that's how this whole thing. That's how this whole thing started. Was just improv, like we always do, just like this improv. Jimmy, I don't know where that came from. Logan was just like, you should put an accent on it, and that's what happened, and it stuck.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
I mean, what is it? It's been like 3 years. It's held
Jimmy.
It's been like 3 or 4 years of Jimmy.
Of our friend.
Our friend Jimmy.
Who now Jimmy incorporates into McDonald's drive-thrus.
Yeah. we carry Jimmy with us wherever we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jimmy's just an excuse to act unbelievably crazy.
Yeah.
The Ebony excuse?
The Ebony excuse. The Ebony excuse lives on even when we're not doing Ebony. Like, Ebony
is a good scapegoat for everything. So.
Really. If anybody out there feels like you've said something wrong, just say
it's an Ebony
moment. Don't worry about it.
Hopefully people will know what you're talking about. Probably not.
Probably not.
No idea.
Not at first.
They won't have a clue. I'm just trying to make it sound cool.
Which isn't that hard to do, but you don't know that.
Yeah. So, Captain, I think you should talk a little bit about like how you separate, because we actually call Morgan Captain in real life. That's his nickname. That's what everyone addresses him as Captain. Yeah. Joe actually forgets when we address Morgan as Morgan. He doesn't even know who we're talking about.
It's got to be Captain, and there were a lot of people in high school. That's what it was. It was Captain. It was nothing else.
It's a girl's name to me. I get confused.
So just like, separate where character Captain comes in and where actual Captain comes in.
It's they're basically the character Captain is just an overblown or underblown, I don't know how you'd put it, very boring me. I really don't.
It's an extension of myself.
It's only more like a shut down more of myself. I don't really have to stretch very far, which makes life kind of easy when I'm trying to play as Captain. I'm just a bit more cynical, but sometimes it gets hard working with this hilarious crew, I'm not gonna lie. Many times.
Funny thing is, my character's the same exact way. It's just basically an over-exaggerated way of myself.
Yeah. Maybe. Sometimes it's over-exaggerated.
Yeah.
I was actually just gonna ask you to explain why you wanted to make Alan, because honestly, we just filmed a bunch of our skits that we're gonna start putting up,
just a couple of our moments,
which is why we're doing this video, to inform you what's going on.
So
yeah,
we're not crazy.
So we're not crazy. So he just actually created that character tonight.
We told him that.
We told him
do what you want. And for some reason, he took the trait everyone makes fun of him for and ran with it.
I'm good at it. I was actually like, I kind of want to pull off like that 70s show Kelso, just not so dumb. Just the pretty boy thinks he's awesome.
Yeah.
And I can relate to it a little bit, I guess. Maybe, but...
Well, anyway, I kissed my first girl when I was 4. 4.
Let's just say the role was easy to transition into.
Yeah. not much of a stretch for either of us to get into our character.
And David does Jimmy very well. Very well.
And for the record, David's not gay.
No, I'm not.
Just throwing that out there.
Actually, Jimmy wasn't even supposed to be gay. Jimmy is a manslave from the future.
His wife was turned into a horse by gypsies.
Gypsies came about in the first video because, we were done shooting for the day. We had, I had this idea in my head. It was just this random thing that popped in my head when we were done shooting, and I was just like, Logan, turn on the camera to Jeremiah, who's our Black Jesus.
Yeah.
And I was just like, turn on the camera, I'm gonna do something ridiculous, because I just feel the need. So he turned on the camera and told him to start doing the weather. So Jeremiah's sitting up there doing the weather, and I snuck around in the woods, because that's where we're filming this whole thing, and just ran and said something like, what was it, like, kill the gypsies, or like...
No, I'm pretty sure you just yelled gypsies.
Gypsy man.
Gypsy man.
That's what it was.
That's right.
Gypsy man!
I screamed. He does.
The enemy of Jimmy, practically, right?
Yeah, he turned his wife...
Damn gypsies.
Turned his wife into a horse. He doesn't really have a wife, but...
Yeah, and this kid, we really don't know if she's really a horse or...
Really a wife.
Just really had one of those horse faces.
We don't know where she is.
I really have no idea.
And I can't guarantee that will ever be explained. Probably not. So
seems how I make it up as a goal.
So don't hold your breath. We don't really.
But there will be plenty more videos to come. Many Ebony Moments. We do a lot of stupid things.
Is this still recording?
Yeah, I imagine.
Did I make it record?
I hope so.
Alright.
Oh, it is cool. Alright, well, there'll be more to come. And thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
There'll probably be way more of these interview things just because I kind of like them. They're fun.
Yeah.
They're fun to do.
Fun. Talk about like...
And
guys are great.
As we add more people to the Night Street crew.
Exactly. We'll have more of these. Because Captain, sorry Joe, I don't want you to think it's someone else I'm talking about. Captain just got added tonight.
Yeah. Officially.
Just so you guys know, Night Street Productions is a spin-off or addition to Reaver Productions, which is what me and Logan has had. We've had Reaver Productions since probably 6th grade.
Yep, around then.
Around 6th grade, whenever we started to get into film. So we live on Night Street. It's our first apartment, so that's why we named it Night Street Productions. And probably most of the things that you're gonna see are gonna be coming out of our apartment. So we thought it was necessary to do that.
Or the surrounding areas.
Or the surrounding areas.
So
if the name changes, it's just because we moved.
Pretty much. Pretty like Maplewood Productions or something.
Maplewood. I hope we don't move that.
Yeah.
It's like
right
around
there.
the corner.
Right?
So, we'll add more when we have more segments to show.
And more things to say.
Yeah, which happens any moment.
Right.
Yep.
Never run out of that.
Excited.
Alright.
Well, thank you.
Have a good night, day,
I love you.
Whatever it is.
You stay beautiful.